and welcome to another day in the Days channel. And I am your guy, Femi. And today we'll be looking at another analysis, right, of one of our favorite coin, Quant, right? Quant. And I'm sorry, guys, I've been away for a while. I had some little personal issues I had to deal with. But I'm back now, guys. I'm back now to give you your daily updates on our favorite cryptocurrencies. And now we're back in full. And so we'll be doing a lot of analysis and showing you what is happening in the market and what will happen, right, in the next few days, weeks, months, and even probably higher than that. And if you like the channel, please don't forget to click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, right? Share with your friends. And without further ado, let's move to the coin. And today we'll be analyzing Quant, right? The Quant price of today is 122.68, $122.68. We had about a 6.5% move in the price of Quant. If we go down just to these basic charts, we've seen how the price of Quant has moved, right? And you remember at this point in time, I was telling you that probably, right, some few days ago, that probably we need to see the corrections or some correction right down to the 142, 141 level, probably the 131 level stroke 133, right? And we saw that correction, but unfortunately we had to go more down, or we had to have more correction even down to the 107 because of the FTX Luna crash. And by the way, guys, I trust you guys were not part of that, and you were able to remove your funds from FTX before the exchange got into trouble. If you were not able, I'm sorry about that. Probably you should expect some positive news soon, and that would take the market higher. So probably we've seen the market move down from about 162 down to about 1010, and we've seen like huge volatility up, down, back to 110, up, back to 130. Now we're seeing about a 122, and so we'll be looking at the chart to see what we can analyze from the chart and see what is going to happen. So this is QNT, right? Binance is our data source. We're looking at QNT on the weekly. And why are we starting from the weekly, right? Because the weekly is going to give us a better understanding as to what is going to happen, right? And then we're going to be able to build a story as to what is happening now and probably speculate what will happen. And as you guys know and will remember, I was telling you at this place that we needed a correction down even to the 149 stroke 130 region, right? We needed to backtest this move, and probably if it was a successful move, probably we might move higher, but probably our backtest failed, and now we are struggling, right, with this support at the 118. If we do not close the week above 118, then I'm sorry to tell you, right, we're gonna have more bad news, because probably then we would be coming to the 62 region. So let's hope we close the week above 118. That would be very, very bullish for us. If we move down to the lower time frames on the 3 days, we could see that we are still maintaining our bullish momentum. And like we said, that if the EMA rebounds every single time the EMA, the yellow EMA rebounds goes above the red EMA rebounds, we're still bullish. So we are still maintaining our bullish structure as regards Quant. If we go back to the weekly and we pull up our indicators, we could see that our indicators are telling us that probably we still have more downsides to go for Quant. So I'm still not expecting anything bullish, because on the oscillator we still have quite a lot of downsides to move on the weekly. So probably we should just wait it out right now. Same thing with the money flow. The money flow is telling us that there's a high probability we still have probably more downsides to go. On the 3 days time frame, we see the same thing happening, right? Still maintaining our bullish structure, but we have crossed the support. So in the next few days, I expect quant, because every single time you see a week, price comes down to fill in that week, right? Every time it happens, you see. Can you see? We had a week here, price went up and came down to fill the week. So every single time, can you see this week here? You had a long week, price had a sideways action and came down to fill the week. So every time we see a week like this, price always comes down to fill the week. And so probably because we've seen a week like this, we should probably expect quant to return back to the 106 level in the coming few days. So probably I will begin to dollar cost average, right? So probably we should be expecting more downward pressure for quant in the next few days. As you can see, same thing happening on the money flow. Money flow is living, a lot of whales are selling. Same thing with the oscillator. Our oscillator gave us a sell at the 160, and I was mentioning that we needed to come catch the support, right? We test the support probably at the 130 down to even the 130 region. So we saw that happened, and as you can see, we're still having more selling pressure both on the money flow and both on the oscillator. So probably we should see the price come down to fill this week, right? And probably in the next few days, we should see price at around 107. If we come back to the daily, which is one of the most important charts, right? The daily begin to give us more understanding as to what is happening. So probably we could see, as we could see, price is still maintaining the bullish structure, but we're probably already beginning to turn bearish, because we said anytime price came below these EMAs, then probably we should expect more downward pressure. But now we're still holding the support. As you can see, we had a huge support at the 105, came exactly to our support region and then bounced, right? And as you can see, so we should have some sideways action that should come back to retest the support before we begin to move higher, right? And so that's what we should be expecting for quant. If we pull up our indicators is showing us probably we should expect further uh, downward price action. Same thing on the daily chart. So 12 hourly, same thing happening. As you can see, came and hit our support like a boss, right? And you can see we've already turned bearish on the 12 hourly time frame, which is really not good, right? Same thing, as you can see, we're bouncing, but we should still expect further down pressure. If by any means we bounce, we should probably just be able to see quant come to the 143 region, but we should still be expecting like a double bottom before we have further price action. So there's high probability we could still see quant move lower, right, to lower prices, probably come retest the 107 region. If we come down to this chart, right, this chart tells us a lot. As you can see, same thing, confirming everything we've analyzed. Like we should, every single time we broke this EMA, we came down to the blue EMA. Every time we broke this EMA or the green EMA, we came down to touch the blue. As you can see, every single time we broke the green, we came to touch the blue, right? And as you can see, this is the weekly time frame for quant, and because we have broken the green, probably the blue is sitting at 103 at the moment. So probably we should be expecting quant to hit $103 in the coming few days. So as you can see, same thing with the analysis of this candle. We could see a week, so probably we should come back to fill that week at around 103, 104 at the moment, right? And so we could see that if we pull up a little of our indicators, our stochastic RSI telling us price, we still expect price to still go down. If you can see, every single time our stochastic RSI was the lowest on the weekly, that was the best time to buy. Can you see? Same thing happened here. We bought, sideways, dumped, as you can see. uh, our stochastic RSI, this was the best place to buy. We had a huge pump, same thing, pump went up, came here, best place to buy. We bought, pump, as you can see, came down, pumped, and now we are moving downward on the RSI. So probably we should expect more downward pressure, as I said, probably even to the 103 stroke 105 region. So probably, as you can see, everything telling us we should expect more downward price action. If we look at the 3 days on this chart, same thing, we're turning bearish. Same thing, as you can see, our stochastic RSI and our RSI is turning bearish. So we're bearish at the moment on quant. We still are expecting lower prices, but most of the time we should still expect that we're going to see lower prices for quant. As you can see, oversold on the daily as regards our stochastic RSI and RSI. So probably we should see a sideways action stroke, maybe a little pump down, probably even to the 142 region, and then dump back. As you can see, our stochastic probably should recorrect and come down. So that's it for the day. That is the analysis for quant. If you like the channel, please click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. As you can see, we have said probably we could move up even to the 144, but we are still bearish and we're still expecting further downward price action even for quant, right? So if you like the channel, please click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. Please share with your friends. Thank you and have a great day.